I just want you to know that you are the special. I just want you to know that you are the
Video number 3. Uno, dos, tres.
Yes, if you guys don't know, Neji and Sinclair here.
Natural charisma. Oh.
On a personal note, we want to get more up and personal.
Yep.
Okay, about basically social media, which is, we're on one right now.
Yeah. We're using social media to get this video out there.
Coincidence, but anyways.
But we're making this video to talk about social media and some of like the struggles and anxiety that we've personally gone through. Well, when I first started social media, like everybody had MySpace, but I feel like that was a different time. You know, that wasn't really a time of like anxiety or like envy. I don't know. MySpace always reminds me of a fun time. You know, I don't really think of a time where it didn't make me depressed or sad. And then I had Facebook after, and Facebook didn't really make me feel like that either. I would definitely say like it started with like Instagram.
It's also like other things like YouTube and everything, Snapchat.
YouTube,
Instagram is
it's where I feel like it kicked it off.
Yeah, it's huge when it comes to issues that like we face, and I know a lot of other people face.
I feel like Instagram was that first app where you got to see, like Facebook I feel like was more something with your friends. But Instagram is where I feel like that app that just opened you up to the world. Like
everything.
You got to see everything, what people in different countries were doing and what people in other cities and places look like. It's like where you got to physically see, you know, the life of other people and how they live. And, you know, some of the luxuries that some people have that you didn't even think existed, or certain ways that people look that you didn't even think people look like. Until Instagram, where
and it's basically, when you think about it, it's basically because of what the search,
the explore page,
page is basically how it starts. When it comes to like
pages you never saw before.
Seeing pages that you never saw before, seeing people you never seen before, seeing beautiful women, seeing beautiful or like amazing couples, seeing, you know.
And then YouTube got introduced to that. And, you know, I know for a lot of years, and still, you know, a little bit to this day, it's kind of gone down, but for a lot of years, you know, you look at the lives that some of these people live, and, you know, it does make you a little sad, where you're like, I wish I had that. I wish I had, you know, those cars and those houses and the money and the bodies and the makeup and, you know, everything. You know, sometimes you just feel like, what am I doing in life? You know, these people have all these things. Like, what am I doing? How do I even get there? It just seems so unachievable. And it definitely puts you in a depressing stage when it comes to just social media in general.
Right now, like, what I'm personally struggling with, like, what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Definitely.
I think that's what I'm struggling the most with. And I feel like a lot of people, like, my age, I feel like we're both struggling with. When it comes to what you want to do with the rest of your life, social media kind of doesn't help.
It doesn't.
it can, but it also has a negative effect, because when you see people on social media already have, well, what you feel like, because sometimes they do have it all put together.
They do. Or sometimes they portray like they do.
Sometimes they portray they have it all put together, but they don't. Still, like, you don't know if they do or not, so that's what messes with you.
You just see what they're putting out, which seems like they have it. So you're not thinking, oh, maybe that's not, you know, real, or maybe that's, no, it just seems like it's theirs because that's what they're posting. And it takes 2 seconds to post. So, you know, people can be doing whatever, post a picture and then go right back to their lives, but you only know what they posted. You don't know what's in the background. So that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, so I think career-wise and, like, what I want to do with the rest of my life, that's how, like, social media has, like, an effect on me. Because I'm just going to throw something out there, like photography, or if they're, like, you know, full-time, I don't know, I feel like YouTubers is a big thing now too.
Where people are just making money off of living their regular life and making videos.
Money off of just living their lives. Like, waking up, figuring out, okay, this is what we're gonna do today,
And we're just gonna film it.
and we're just gonna film the whole thing.
And that's their, full-time job.
And also things like people that want to be like singers or like rappers. A lot of them get discovered off of social media, like Instagram. If you want to be a rapper, you make,
Putting your content
you put
out
like
there.
content on Instagram. You make videos back to back, and then boom, eventually something's gonna happen. It might take time. It might take longer for you to get where you need to be than somebody else. So I think that is a big struggle, just figuring out what you want to do, or like already knowing what you want to do, but because you're looking on Instagram or like YouTube or wherever the case may be, you feel like somebody is doing it better than you, so you don't want to do it at all.
I know another thing that gets me is age. I'm 23 years old, so I feel like I'm really young. But sometimes social media makes me feel like I'm like 50 because I'm looking at somebody years younger than me.
Or like in their teens.
In their teens, living a life that's like, oh my God, like what was I doing in my teens that I wasn't, living this type of life. So definitely I felt like I spent a lot of years, letting social media make me feel really sad. I would spend a long time on social media, just like going through people's pages and just looking and lurking. And, it's not really a hate per se in my heart, but definitely I get sad because I'm like, I don't even know how I would even get to this point. I don't even know how I could even achieve this. It just seems like it would feel so far away. Your follower count might be low, or you only get a couple likes on your picture. So it's like, how I'm right here right now, but how would I ever get to this person's stage in life? So that's another thing I think really bothered me, is like, wow, people younger than me are doing this. Or people who, somebody might start something at a short amount of time, and in that small amount of time they blow up. You're like, wow, like you've only been doing this for a little bit of time and you already blew up. But I've been doing this for so many years, and I feel like I kind of hit like a plateau.
Sometimes we don't look at ourselves as like being talented because there's somebody else
More
just
talented.
as talented as you are.
And it discourages you. It definitely discourages you from, you might have an idea, like, I'm going to do this. So, you might, like, I take pictures, so I know I'll take pictures. I'm like, oh my God, these pictures were beautiful, And then, like, I see somebody else's pictures. I'm like, oh my God.
But
like, what? That doesn't even compare to what I just took, Or people do modeling sometimes, you might take a couple pictures and you're like, oh my God, I look great. And then you see somebody else, who models, and they look effortless. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
flawless skin.
Flawless,
nice body.
yeah. Social media can be very discouraging. And I think we all felt that way before. Even people with a lot of following and a lot of likes can still get discouraged because, there's always better, and there's always someone doing the same thing as you. And you can really get caught up in letting it really, like, put you in a deep depression. If you don't, change the way you think about it and understand that it's really just an app. Like, literally a little box app on your phone. That's all that it is. And we should never let it control our entire life. We should be the one controlling it.
Just because you have a big following base doesn't mean you have tons of money. Doesn't mean
that you're happy.
Doesn't mean that you're happy. Like a lot of people that have a couple 100K or whatever, they're still struggling, and we don't think about that because I feel like we correlate following
with
money.
Yeah.
Like, this person has 100K, that person must
have 200K in their account.
Yeah.
Because they got 100K followers. That's not always true.
That's not always the case.
But I think assuming is what leads to the anxiety and feeling really bad, is because you're assuming things that, like, you may not really even know.
May not always be true.
So you're assuming these people are living great lives, and they might not. And it really takes a toll on you. But there's definitely ways that I feel like we both have figured out how to, like, get through that and, live a more positive life, a positive mindset using social media.
Yeah, even though we're like working through it, because, like, there are days where I'm still like, damn, I wish I had this, or wish I'm doing this. But, like, I'm getting better because I'm like, you might not be in the right space you are now, but eventually you'll get there. A lot of things is based off of mindset too. You have to have the right mindset, and you have to, like, realize that, like, things take time. people don't just have followers overnight. Like a big one that I always think about is like people, back to Instagram, like Shiggy or like, you know, Cardi B.
It's like Shiggy a while.
Like, you know, people have been following these people when they had like 100K. And now these people have 1 million followers. Now these people are on television.
Yeah. I've been following
like
Shiggy
now these people
years.
are untouchable, but like you remember the times where it was like these people are regular, they're just funny. Or these people are regular, they just have like a big personality.
Mm-hmm.
And it just shows you like things take time. Like how long have these people like been doing it? Even though to some people
it seems like a short amount of time,
it
but it
seems
really
like
wasn't.
they just started doing things. But like for people that are
diehard
really big fans, you know they've been doing this for a while. People that been following Shiggy knew that Shiggy been doing videos, funny videos for a very long
feels
time.
like years and years and years before, you know, the In My Feelings happened. Like Shiggy's been doing this for years, and of course every year his following is going up, his views are going up. But you know when he hit that big point was the Drake situation. But before that it took years, you know, and you really got to be patient. Everything is about timing. Everything is about you got to be in the right spot.
And you have to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that like we're also learning too and trying to figure out.
With this new page especially, like how to be more consistent.
Being consistent.
And realize that it's not going to come overnight if we're not putting content out all the time. If we're not taking it serious, which we know in our hearts we're taking it serious, but you could talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? You know, you really got to be committed to something, and you really got to take it seriously. You got to be consistent. We're learning about that every day with this new page, this new YouTube page, this new Instagram page. We're researching all the time how to do this correctly, and you know how to stay active, and also just how to not compare ourselves to other people who are doing similar things. That's a big thing. Social media really makes you compare yourself, and then you compare yourself so much that you end up not doing what you originally planned because you compared yourself to so many other people doing the same thing. No, you're your own person. There's going to be a reason why people want to watch you specifically. And if you're being yourself and you're not comparing yourself to other people, if you're focusing on just you, that'll show. And it'll make people want to view what you're putting out because they can tell that you're being genuine. Another thing that's really good with helping, like, you know, with the comparison, if you feel like there's like a person that's doing something that you one day see yourself doing, you know, instead of like letting that be negative or being envious, you could like follow them and support what they are putting out that you can see yourself doing one day. Leave nice comments, you know what I mean? Like show a different mindset. It doesn't mean that you're being fake, but also sometimes we get sad and it comes off that we're like hating when, you know, we really babes with what the person's doing, but we're so envious that that's what we would want to be doing that it comes off as a hate inside of us, you know? So commenting nice stuff and supporting pages of people who are doing something that you actually support too, or people who are doing stuff that you can see yourself doing, if you are, you know, giving out positive energy to that, can definitely help change your mindset when it comes to comparing yourself to what other people are doing.
And like I notice a lot that like people would rather support strangers than people they actually know.
Yeah.
Like you would rather support somebody you don't know from a hole in the wall rather than somebody you went to high school with.
Or went to college with.
Or
somebody you just know.
Or somebody you just knew for a very long time. It's one thing to not support them because you don't believe
in what they're doing. That's completely understandable.
That's completely understandable because there are some things out there that I don't agree with,
and
so I'm not going to support it. But like other things that you know that you like, or you see somebody putting something out that you feel like, oh, that is dope. For you to not support in some way, I feel like that's weird. Why not? Because you know the person, so what?
So do you not want to see them, you know, rise up? Do you not want to see good for them, you know? I don't know. There's so many different questions. And sometimes even I found myself in what Sinclair just said, where it's like somebody I knew was doing something that I could have, you know, I should have been supporting, but like...
Yeah. No,
in a sense, you're kind of like, damn, that person's doing that?
Yeah.
And you kind of like end up, in a sense, hating. You know what I mean? I've been in that situation where I've done that. And I definitely had to change the way I thought. And I was like, I can't be like that.
Yeah, me too. I've been in situations like that where it's like, damn, this person's doing their thing. Why am I not supporting? And like, I never, like, now it's coming to me like, why am I not supporting these people that
why am I
actually
supporting
doing
people
these things?
Agreed.
That are very good. And it's like weird that like before I never thought about supporting people. So I'm not just speaking in like everybody else, I'm speaking about myself too. There's people out there that I know of that I wasn't supporting or I don't support now. But that doesn't mean I don't like their stuff. I'm just not supporting. And it's just like, why not?
And I think when we started our own page, you know, starting from like the bottom and having only like a handful of followers and everything's so small right now because you're just starting out, we're realizing like, wow, you know, this is why you should always support, you know, people who are doing something that it's not going to blow off in 2 seconds. It's not going to blow up in 2 days. So it definitely, I feel like this, doing our own thing together definitely helped us realize things that we should be doing differently when it comes to social media. I know with us, it took us forever to start this page because we were like taking our sweet time planning stuff, putting it on the back burner, a little bit scared of how we're gonna go about it. So we just kept postponing it for months. We wanted to do this and we just never did it because we were so scared about what people would think, or it wasn't gonna be successful and we're not gonna get that many views and that many likes, and
thinking too much into
thinking way too deep into it and comparing ourselves to all the other vlog pages that already exist. But it's like, no, you know, this is Sinclair, this is Neji, and we're two individuals that are completely different from everybody else. So, you know, it's always good to just put content out there, no matter how scared you are or nervous that it's not gonna work out or that no one's gonna care about it. It doesn't matter. Put it out there. If that's what you want to do, put it out there. And the right people will always support you, no matter what.
And you have to realize on social media, people will never show when they're doing bad.
Never.
Ever. Ever. I mean, yeah, you'll catch those people that will say, today was a bad day, or today this is what happened to me. Yeah, you'll find genuine people that will state they're not having a good day or they're not in a good space right now.
But most of the time,
yeah. You'll never
I'm broke right now.
catch somebody saying I'm broke right now.
I have no food to eat right now.
You will never hear somebody say, my car didn't start this morning, so I couldn't get to work.
Yeah, like these are things that people don't post. People do always post the good.
People will always make it seem like they're always doing good. It's
because social media, you can control it. And most of the time, people who do put that out, you know, they're just very inspiring. People who don't mind sharing negative things that happen to them. And I really respect people like that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, people that we are most envious about on social media aren't showing the bad stuff.
Yep. They're not showing what happened to them before they just started recording.
Or what they're going through as they're posting. Because you could be, posting takes a couple seconds. And you could be anywhere and you could post a picture for 2 seconds and then go about your life. So you definitely can't let social media get over your head. Definitely use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
You know, network through social media. Find what you want to do in life through social media. There's a lot of things I didn't even know I was interested in until I found a page on social media that was like doing that. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So definitely there's so many ways to use social media in a positive way, in a positive light. You just got to change your mindset and go about it. And just do it.
To know that you can make a whole career off of social media.
Crazy.
Or like get discovered for something that you're passionate about off of social media. That is crazy.
So you gotta put content out there. If there's something you want it to be seen, you want to be heard, put it out there. And just focus on your path. You know, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't be like, oh, but that page. No, just focus on you and your page and your content and your work. You. And everything's going to fall into place.
Yeah, because it does not matter what you do. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like it, doesn't agree with it, or just plain out just hating.
But you got to keep putting it. You got to put it out.
There's always somebody that is going to be negative about something that you do. And you have to realize that not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to care about what you're doing.
But there are people that do. So that's what we wanted to, you know, start off our first, personal video. You know, talking about something that we know a lot of people can relate to. Something that a lot of people deal with every day. We deal with every day.
Yep.
And just, you know, try to give a different perspective and show different ways that we try to overcome our social media anxiety and fears and envy.
And let you guys know that we do it too. Whatever it is that you guys do or feel on social media, we feel it too. Go to it for validation every day. So we just wanted to have a little sit down talk about it. This is our first sit down
Our first
video.
one.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Me too. So there's definitely going to be more of this coming where, you know, we talk about how we feel and things that we're going through every day that everybody else is going through. But if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment.
Comment and subscribe.
All of that
guys.
good stuff.
And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.